Jeux Video Magazine released a new video today featuring Corey Ledesma speaking on some of the new additions to WWE 13, which was recorded back at the Dublin press event that took place a few weeks back. You can view the original video using the link in the description, however aside from Corey, the rest of the video is in French. In regards to the information provided in the video, Corey reiterated the news that the audio had been ripped out and rebuilt from the ground up following the UFC Undisputed audio team joining up with the WWE Games team. Corey also spoke on the Attitude mode and noted that the matches featured in the mode all follow the real life timeline of events, with the matches being objective based so you can recreate match specific moments to reveal additional cutscenes and unlockables. When I'd previously spoke on this, I'd compared it to the Legends of WrestleMania game, which also went down that route, allowing gamers to play the match any way they want, win and progress, or take the route of completing each objective to fully recreate the match and unlock additional content and achievements in the process. Some of the new information that came from the interview is the mention of a new homing system, which tracks diving attacks, strikes and grapple reaches, so they now target your opponent, which should limit the aerial botches we see when moves are performed and narrowly miss an opponent. Additionally, Corey noted that this system also works when performing moves off ladders and that it can find and track the position of tables to help you put someone through the table. Moving on from that video, and there's a new interview with Corey up on inkgamers.com in which Corey was asked what years or specific storylines will be featured in WWE 13. Corey didn't go as far as revealing anything specific, but he did say, "We focus mainly on the struggles the WWE had with the ratings. In particular, there's a 2-year period when they weren't doing so well. How they pull themselves out of that is what we focus on, because that's when the storylines that turned the tide in their favour began." Now, although he didn't give the years away, if we look at the ratings from the Monday Night Wars, you'll see that WCW led the ratings from June 96 to March 98, which is likely the 2-year period Corey was talking about. As for when the Attitude Era started, it's up for debate, but Wikipedia says WWE noted the 1996 King of the Ring as the earliest starting point for the Attitude Era, which just so happens to have taken place right at the beginning of the 2 years WCW led the Monday Night Wars in June 96. So this sounds like a good starting point for the Attitude mode, especially when you consider this was the event that gave birth to Austin 316. As for Austin's matches that night, he took on Hardcore Holly, who was then known as Bob Holly, Savio Vega and Mark Merrow, before defeating Jake the Snake Roberts in the King of the Ring final and going on to cut that famous promo. Some other news out of this interview was that there are now new contextual animations, which mean we'll see punches thrown towards an opponent instead of in the direction your superstar is facing, which seems to be part of the aforementioned homing system Corey spoke of earlier. Finally, Corey spoke a little on who decides which superstars are included in the game, noting that it's a collaboration between WWE and THQ, with the story often dictating which superstars will be featured in the game. So with that said, do you think the 1996 King of the Ring is a good place to start Attitude mode? And if it is, and the story dictates the superstars included in the game, could we see Jake the Snake Roberts included? Let me know what you think in the comments below.